You're going to throw your head back and laugh soon because this next comic, Steiner, he's from the Bay Area. He's such a delight. I put him up first just to balance out my darkness, and he's just going to kill it. So give it up, Steven.
Aw, thanks, Whitney. Thank you for having me on. This is gonna be fun. I've never done a mime show before, so I'll like pay attention to hand signals and then try to see if I can get you to visually laugh, which is generally an audible thing. So this will be interesting for all of us. So as Whitney said, I am from the Bay Area, so making this long distance from Chicago to San Francisco and everybody else who's on the line. What makes it fun though is I like to do comedy now in what I call my quarantine mullet. That's where it's business up front with this collared shirt for all of you, and it doesn't matter what's happening off camera, if you know what I mean, right? Like it's all about keeping it clean though. I got pants on. Jeez, Whitney, what was that face? But to keep rolling through this, so that's really interesting right now is dating. And I'm proud of the fact that I don't have any bad dating stories because I'm everybody's worst. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. It's interesting though. It's a whole new world right now. I'm thankfully employed, so I do have that going for me during the day, but trying to find relationships after is really difficult because the skills that helped me find a job don't play the same way, if you know what I mean, right? So resume, previous work experience, got it. Tinder profile, previous dating experience, doesn't work. Just doesn't compute in the same way. Another thing for you, dress for the role you want, not the role you have. Show up to a date, dress like a dad. Doesn't work. It just doesn't show up. If you're wondering what that looks like though, for some of you who made expressions like, I'll try not to do that. Show up with like Skechers shoes on, pleated khaki pants, a maternity shirt slightly tucked in. I was pushing a stroller. I mean, what else do you need? It gets real interesting though when we actually start having the conversation. Luckily they didn't ask for my references though, because what would that be? Here's my Rolodex of exes. I don't know. I'm liking this watching your faces. I have to like wait for the pause. Like, yeah, no, you're still paying attention. The people who have their camera turned off are just creeping right now, but it's cool. I'll act like you're laughing too. This mime show without being able to see anything but your names, Alex, Ian, Larry, I see you, or don't see you, I guess. To keep going though, you're wondering like, okay, make it to the conversation of having a date. I'm just packed full of dad jokes. I got a few for you. Don't act surprised about these ones because I might have stole them. But commas, they give me pause. Whitney loves my dad jokes. I got a couple more for her. This is like the second or third time she's heard me say them, and it's always fun to watch her face. So I solved a puzzle last week. Not to brag, but it said 3 to 4 years on the box. Yeah. Madeline doesn't like my dad jokes either. I'll do one more, and then I won't bore you with the dad jokes anymore because I don't have kids yet, and that would just be a faux pas, if you know what I mean. All right. Keeping it clean, keeping it clean. Some other things that are fun to know is this aspect of I'm 50% Italian, which is pretty fun. However, my 100% Italian mom, who very similar to Whitney, my mom is also on the line right now. And something about that is my 100% Italian mom just doesn't quite fit that good home cooking stereotype. I just like to say it tastes like al dente disappointment. Some of you get the reference. The noodles just aren't quite. The noodles are just not quite cooked all the way. Wow, words are hard for Steven right now, but you're welcome for that unexpected joke. So that makes me 50% Italian and 50% starving. I mean, I look more like one of those used car salesman things. I'll hold it till you get the reference. I'll wait for those faces. This is super fun. I'm used to talking to myself because I live by myself anyway. So it's pretty much the same thing, except for instead of Pandora or Google, it's your faces. So when I live by myself though, I practice something that most of you probably call lonely prep. I mean, sorry, you call it meal prep. I call it lonely prep because 1 pound of ground beef gives me Taco Tuesday and Taco Wednesday and Taco Thursday and leftovers for Friday. I think you get the point. I'm just as tired of it as you are, but I have to keep eating it all. You just get to hear the joke for 30 seconds. That's lonely prep for the rest of you who maybe live with other people. The struggle is real, guys. The struggle is real. Another thing that I want to run by you, though, that makes it interesting is this concept around how do I describe it? It's really hard. I mean, it's this thing to where, all right, I was diagnosed with YBS, and it's younger brother syndrome. It basically just means I have an older sister, and the things that my older sister has done to me has really helped me become the man that I am. And it's one of those things to where makeup time with having an older sister, using watercolor paints, just has me looking like Shrek in the Joker hooked up. It's not ideal, but it brings out my alter ego. Stephanie's great. Stephanie's just like one of the Kardashians who just didn't have any plastic surgery done. But with that, I'll have you with the imagery because I'm out of time. So I'm going to go work on finding the next opportunity, and I'll hand this one back to you, Whitney. Thank you so much for having me on.
All right, give it up for Steven. Let him see it. I mean, not in a weird way, but let him see it. Yeah, oh, y'all are crushing it.